Everyone, welcome to our monthly webinar for the month of July. As this month is the first month of the quarter, so we'll give you the outlook and stock pick for the whole quarters in the quarters and also the month of July. Let's start with the speaker bio first as usual. There are three speakers today. The first one is Ms. Sasikorn Suwan. She joined Philip in 1998. And has served as head of the research department for more than 14 years. In this role, she oversees a team of 16 equity fundamental and technical analysts and strategists in Thailand. In addition to being an MBA graduate from Sachin Graduate Institute of Business Administration, she received her CFA and CAIA designations in 1997 and 2011 respectively. The second speaker, Mr. Danai Turaya-Pisitchai. He has been a capital market analyst for Philip Securities Thailand since 2002. Currently, he holds the position of Vice President for Equity Research. He spent more than 12 years covering property development and building material sectors. Besides being an MBA graduate from Western Michigan University, he holds a MS in Finance from Golden Gate University. He also earned designation as a Chartered Financial Analyst in 2012. The last speaker, Ms. Tirada Chaniyong. She has been an equity strategist for Philip Securities Thailand since 2004, employing a top-down investment approach to look for appropriate investment theme at the right time and updating both institutional and individual investors about the outlook for the Thai stock market. She holds an MBA from Chulalongkorn University, Thailand. So then let's start with the outlook for the quarters. Actually, for this quarter until the end of this year, we'll maintain the views. We foresee the bullish sentiments for Thai stock market on the optimism that the interim government will be installed in the third quarters, and the interim government will put priority economic policy into action that will boost the market sentiment or at least remain it in the bullish sentiments. However, a recent state of gains may leave the market vulnerable to short-term profit-taking pressures. So short-term pullback should be an opportunity to accumulate the position. So the later of this presentation will give you the details of 6 interesting picks for the third quarters and the month of July. So then let's start with the updates. Post-coup economic and political environment. For the chart, you will see the bar that contain the two sides factors, both in positive and negative. Let's start with the bright side first on the right-hand side. After the military taking control, they reduced the confrontation between two groups of people that have the different political ideas. What they do is they wipe out all the street demonstration, no matter what side they are, which side they are, and create the reconciliation atmospheres. But the most important things that push the market up is get the previous installed economic measure back on track. Like for the chart, for the graph, you see that the first thing that the military have done already is payments for the farmer under the rice purchasing schemes that was pushing the money into the economies, and a lot of the storage project is under reviews, and the budget planning for 2015 also under the consideration of the NCPO. The initial reviews is covering 10 projects worth around 150 billion baht, as shown in the table. So we expect may see some progress on this project this year. And also another things that quite important for the market is about the 2015 expenditure budget. Is expecting to be approved and take effect on time on October the 1st, 2014. The last one, actually it is the biggest one, the most important one, is all about the mega projects worth around 2 or 3 trillion baht, including the infrastructure development plan and water management schemes. The NCPO needs more time to consider all these mega projects, so we don't expect much for the budget injection for this year, but it would be a key driver for next year's GDP growth. So just keep monitors on the progress about the plans. Let's get back to the risks and constraints side on the left-hand side, as it is the risks and constraints facing under the military administration. For sure, the sudden change in the several areas, both in politics and economics reform, that's impact on negative way to the stock market, such as the energy reform things, the tax reform, also the telecommunication, the 4G license bidding postponings, or even the water management project, infrastructure projects is under repackaging. That's all impact the market, mostly in the negative ways. That cause a high volatile movement in some sectors like construction services, and also some sectors like energy or ICT have been laggard on overhang issues. And also about the international relations, we seem lagging of the acceptance from the Western country, such as the European country decided to suspend official visit to Thailand. That's impact the partnership and the cooperation agreement will be affected in the negative way. It just postpones the process. So on the issue that would make the outlook for Thai stock market maybe on the negative, or they just hold to investment in Thai stock market right now. However, under the NCPO movement, they wrote the 3-phase political roadmap, taking around 1.5 years to complete all these 3 steps. The key milestones are the install the interim Prime Minister and Cabinet in early of September 2014, and set the new election in fourth quarter 2015. Then the country will back to the democracies. For the time being, if the NCPO keep every single step on track, that could call for an confidence back with things, and the market will remain on sideways up mode further. As shown in the graph is the SET index movement after coup. Actually, we can see that they just stopped in a couple days after the coup to the lowest level of 1375, and then it has risen almost 10% to the current level around above 1500. So that's not so bad. After the coup, the situation of the stock market is actually quite positive, respond in positive ways. However, in short term, the market may have limited upside from here, as it's no longer cheap in terms of PE. As shown in the upper graph, the forward PE for 2014 ratio of Thai stock market is pretty close to regional means already. And meanwhile, the historical PE ratio is near the +2 standard deviation level, signaling scope for a short-term collections. It may be trust to the +1 standard deviation here, that equivalent to 1450 point level. Let's take a look a little bit on the reaction from the foreign investor after the coup. The foreign investor were clearly on the selling side, even though buying remained from time to time. There was still a lack of continuity in buying. However, if you see the percentage of foreign holding per market cap, it fell to its lowest level in more than 3 years, near 32%. That's supporting the view that the buying would return if the confidence grows. So we expect to see the further improvement both on political roadmap and the economic measure that will be taken into action that will push that will create more foreign confidence and will come back to Thai stock market again. On the Thai economic outlook, as you can see from the consensus from Bloomberg on the table on right-hand side, estimate growth is expecting for this year, while with the consensus in a range of 1.5 to 2% only. That's why we had kept our index targets unchanged for this year at 1470 to 1560, based on 2014 PE ratio of 14 to 15 times. However, a good prospect of economic growth next year would be supported by a low base effect and also the accelerated in government and private investment, as well as the export growth along with the global recoveries that will push Thai's GDP to grow to 4 to 5.5% next year. Therefore, in our view, as this said earlier, any market pullback at the moment may offer an opportunity to accumulate the positions. The support for the index is seen at 1450 and resistance at 1520 for the month of July. Meanwhile, the trading range for third quarter is expected a bit wider to between 1430 to 1560. So next, Sasikon and Kundanai will give you more detail about our topic for the month of July and third quarters.
Our first topic for the quarter is Bangkok Dusit Medical Services, or BTH. This is an operator of a well-known Bangkok General Hospital, and the company has investment in over 40 other hospitals nationwide. Major shareholder is Dr. Prasad-Thong Osot, the owner of Bangkok Airways. We picked BTH for the third quarter because we see third quarter is normally high season for hospital visits due to rainy season. So we expect BTH to report growth in both year-on-year and Q-on-Q revenue and profit for the quarter. Recently, Bangkok General Hospital acquired Sanam Chan Hospital and its hospital network in eastern Thailand, which boosted total hospital in its portfolio to 43 and number of bed capacity to 7,500. By next year, the company target to expand hospital under its umbrella to 50, according to its strategy to provide nationwide coverage. And in order to maintain revenue growth, expansion will likely be funded by issuance of 10 billion baht convertible bond. In our view, we see the timing of bond issuance appropriate, as the market rate is currently at a low level. Our target price for BTH for this year is at 18.20 baht a share based on DCF valuation.
The second pick for the quarterly is OFM. OFM is OfficeMate. It's a stationery company. They sell the stationery items. They sell office appliance as well as the furnitures, and their distribution channel is through the online sales, is on the store sale, and there is also has a bookstore called the B2S. This coming third quarters, we expect the sale to benefit from the increasing order from the office product, mainly from the government agency during the end of the government fiscal years and online sale boost. And the company plans to spend about 30 million baht to promote its website and launch aggressive promotional campaign for the online store. On the expansion side, the company plans to add 8 office-made stores and 11 B2S outlets with the investment budget of the 500 million baht. On the earnings growth, we expect the company to report the 24.1% growth in the net profit to the 586 million, driven largely by the more cost-effective cost control after a big surge in the inventory cost in the fiscal year 2013 following the merger with the Office Depot. The second one is secondly, the new store addition will add more sales growth to the company. And lastly, the business strength, we see the company in the position they can immune from the economic slowdown. The next one is we pick one of the property developers in Thailand, and as we can see, the company has been in terms of the sales, the company has been the top 5 of the listed company in Thailand. During the first 5 months of this year, Supalight generate the pre-sale, the booking or the pre-sale 6.8 billion. And at the end of the first half of this year, we expect the pre-sale to reach the 8 billion baht. In our view, when you look at the first half, we see a lot of low confidence in the eyes of the home buyer. But in contrast, right now, the improving political stabilities will bring the consumer confidence back to the near normal level. And Supalight is also capitalize on these opportunities. The company plans to launch more than 19 new projects in the second half. And for this reason, we believe the pace of the pre-sale is likely to accelerate sharply in the second half, and then is put the company on pace to meet the full year pre-sale target of 22 billion. On the earnings side, we see a very low risk of the projection. In particular, in the revenue target. The revenue target of the company is a 19.3 billion. Right now, we already got the backlog 14 billion to be booked during the second quarter to the fourth quarter, which means it's covering 87% of our projection. The rest is come from the revenue from the housing sales in the second half, and the housing pre-sale is in the first quarter averaging is 1.5 billion. And on this basis, we are looking for the full year target to be reached. In our view, the margin will be maintained as the company has been able to raise the selling price 2 or 3% during the first half of this year. And so the margin will be bode well for the full years. And we are going to see the earning growth for this year, 45% earning growth year on year. In next year, the momentum is looked to continues. as the company has a sizable backlog of the 14 billion to be booked in the revenue as a revenue in next year. So we can see the earning growth to grow for another year by 30% next year. In our view, the pre-sale momentum is set to roll out in the second half, and Supalai is among the top pick of our in the property sector. We looking for the company. The share is trading 8 to 9 times earnings. This is below the historical means of 10 times, and we looking for the target price is 24.6 shares.
To our monthly pick, the first stock we on our favorite list for the month is Energy Absolute, or EA. This is a medium-sized operator of solar power plant in Thailand with a total of 98 megawatt in operation. We pick Energy Absolute for the month as we expect the company will offer strong second quarter performance as in the first quarter when it registered a 450% growth in net profit, in year-on-year net profit. For the full year 2014, profit is expected to stage an impressive growth also, with new 90 megawatt solar power plant turning commercial at the end of this year and next year. We foresee positive performance growth to continue. Moreover, there are another 8 wind farm projects with combined capacity of 386 megawatt due for commercial operation from 2015 onward. We estimate compound annual growth rate for EA profit during 2014 to 2018 to be as high as 43% per annum. By 2019, total megawatt will likely reach 854 megawatt. Looking at the share price, it has recently made a run, but if we factor in the wind farm project of another 6 baht per share to our solar farm value of 14.2 baht a share, the new adjusted target price of 20.2 baht a share still offers satisfactory upside, and we recommend accumulate on the share. Siam Commercial Bank, this is Thailand number 3 universal bank in terms of assets. Major shareholders is the Crown Property Bureau. The stock is our monthly pick because we expect SCB to deliver strong performance for the second quarter, up both year-on-year and Q-on-Q. This will be due largely to a large divestment gain of an insurance company, Samaki Insurance, worth around 3.7 billion baht. Looking into the second half outlook, we expect loan performance will improve along with better economic environment and higher demand for retail loan. Growth for the year will be flat, however, as extra gain will be set aside as loan loss provision. We expect NPL coverage to increase to as high as 169% against 125% for the sector average. So this will make SCB quite strong in terms of financial strength. Our target price for 2014 is at 184 baht a share based on 2.2 times price to book value.
The last pick is go to the Sino-Thai Engineering and Construction. STEC is one of the Thailand top 3 construction firms that is stand to benefit from the NCPO's move to speed up the mega project infrastructure investment. We are looking for the the more concrete plan of the NCPO to schedule how to invest in a 2.4 trillion infrastructure development plan for the 2015 to 2023. And normally the large construction firms like the ITDC, STEC will take a large-scale infrastructure projects. And we are looking for the past. In the past, when they have an auction of the big project, we always see these three companies is line up among the winners of the auction. For this reason, we are see particularly in this month they will have the e-auction for the 9 billion contracts for the 160 kilometers Chachengsao Clong 19 Gangkhoi route dual track railway projects, and the bidding result is come out in July 15, and this is more likely the event trade for the STEC. In the year to date, order book value for the newly signed contract is still low. Year to date is just 1 billion as a result of the domestic political uncertainty, but the things are getting better in the second half due to the likely improve in the bidding activities and the NPCO's efforts to press ahead with the new investment projects. We are expect to see the backlog is mostly to reach 65 billion to 70 billion at the end of this year. From currently level is 50 billion. On this basis, we are looking for more chance for the revenue to go up next year. From this year is growing just 2%. So in the same token, we see the pre-exceptional profit to bounce back to 16%. From this year, just 13%. So at the end, if we are looking for the near-term catalyst on the bidding project of the dual track railway project, this may be give a boost to the backlog and revenue of the construction firm. And in our view, there has a potential relating on the STEC share prices above because right now they are trading slightly at the mean of the price per book mean. But during the trading, during the good sentiment around the construction firm, we believe some way maybe the valuation is get up high above the historical mean. That's why we call on this one to trading buy and trading for the event catalyst ahead with the fair value of the 24.29. That would be all for our presentation. Thank you.